welcome to the episode of Growth Effects, where today I'll be reviewing something quite interesting, at least for me, and I'm quite excited for. It would be the MPC's AT-AT from the Star Wars Return of the Jedi. Now this one is the reason why I'm excited about this particular kit. It's nothing new, it hasn't been re-released or anything like that, or at least as of late. This isn't the Bandai version, which is the 1/144 scale. This is the 1/100 scale, or at least it's not officially said, but that's pretty much what the scale's supposed to be, and that's why I wanted this. I like the 1/100 scale better. But anyway, this is the original one that came out from 1983. This kit was before I was even born, before I was even a twinkle in my father's eyes, or something, I don't know, whatever. But yeah. And obviously the movies came before I did, but I grew up watching these movies first before I watched the prequels, and then before I watched the sequels, which I guess none of us really want to speak of. But yeah, Mandalorian saved everything. Anyway, so going on to this right now. Right now we can see the box here. It's just basically we have like 3 different photoshopped AT-ATs here. Slightly posed differently and whatnot. This is supposed to be based off the model kit, at least from what I can see on the obvious nub marks. At least I'm assuming those are nub marks. There is some articulation, but not a lot, and I'll get into that in a moment. But yeah, so we have a golden ticket opportunity. This is what they had advertised, I guess, back in the day for that. Going on the sides here, we just have the same image that you would see on the front cover. Moving on the side here, we have the Return of the Jedi logo again. And we have 3 photos here, basically Han and Leia there. I think this is where she says, "I love him," and he says, "I know," that classic and iconic line there, while Chewbacca is just kind of being Chewie and C-3PO being C-3PO with R2 in the back. 2 stormtroopers there, the AT-ST, we have Han pretty much trying to smack him and everything like that when they got captured. And then we got ourselves the little Ewoks and cute little ass teddy bears that I guess probably shouldn't have been in the movie, but it's still pretty cool. I feel bad for the stormtroopers that got captured for them because I'm pretty sure they got eaten. Anyway, so we have a little information about there, and I'm willing to read that out just for the hell of it. The AT-AT lumbering back onto the screen with the Imperial forces defending their stronghold on the planet Endor. The AT-AT Walker is one of the most unique vehicle designs ever seen on film, which is true because I don't think we've ever seen something like that before. The all-terrain armored transport is used as an armored attack vehicle or personal transport for the vast armies of the Imperial stormtroopers. Moving on to the side over here, we have a little bit more of what they advertise. So basically they're saying here it's for moderate experience, model makers and stuff like that. It is molded in color, technically not really. And even then, I mean, the AT-AT wasn't really colorful, didn't have colorful patterns or anything like that. It was, I guess, molded in more like a whiter color, whatever. But, over time it faded. It's got that old plastic color now, and you'll see in a bit. It shows here basically it's going to be 8 inches tall when you're done with it and everything. And then it's advertising the different other kits that they had, or this particular brand had, which would be the Millennium Falcon. I'm not sure if this was the cutaway version, which I'm interested in getting, but I'm not sure yet. Then this is the speeder bike. I don't know if it comes with a stormtrooper also, like it's just a cheap figure or something that's going to stick on there or something like that, but I think it's just probably just the speeder bike. And then we have the A-Wing, and then after that we have a nice little advertisement that they had back in the day there. So I'm not sure what that was, but yeah. Let's get into the model kit itself. It's going to be messy, so don't mind that. It's just that when it came like this, it was already, most parts were already thrown about. But yeah, I didn't cut any of these out. They just kind of fell apart when they were already in the bag and everything, and I took them out. So here we have 3 out of the 5 runners that it comes with and everything. So we have the undercarriage here of the kits. We have the bottom section there. We're missing 1/2 there, but that's in the box. We have the bottom feet. There is a little bit of detail on the bottom, although they do have a little bit of a number there on the bottom, which I kind of wish they didn't. I wish they kept them on here, but that's fine, I guess. We have the head section. You can see some of the detail that they have. It's pretty neat. It's not super crisp and detailed, I'm assuming, like the way the Bandai kits are, but I mean, it's fine. So yeah, and the turrets don't move or anything like that, like I'm pretty sure the Bandai kits do. I think they are articulated where they do actually move like that. They'll slide or whatever. We have part of the lower section. This one literally just snapped before I started making the video, so I'll try not to snap it off yet. Yeah, it's not helping. We have 2 halves of these. I kind of thought this was going to have the option of being either fixed or articulated, but no, it's a mix of both, and I'll show you in a moment there. We have the neck joint right there. It has the ribbing detail. We have the top parts for the turrets. This particular version, by the way, comes with the 2 speeders and 2 turrets. We have the back part of the chest, So this part has a little bit of articulation on the neck, and I'll get into that in a moment. We have part of one of the feet that goes there. So moving these back, we have the other runners, or the final runs. And here we have these already cut out from the tree. I'm assuming it was supposed to be something like that. I don't know how. But yeah, this was supposed to be fixed there. But again, it got cut out. And you can see that there is some information there. It's got Lucasfilms, 1981 and everything. This side's empty. But on the other side, it's got some pretty neat details. These are mirror copies, so there's no difference on either side of these. That's fine, I guess. And then we have the top section there. Doesn't have the grills that you see there on the side, so I'm going to go ahead and add that detail there. But you can already see that there is some surface detail there. A little bit of wash here and there, and bring out some of the panel lines and everything that come out. Moving that away, we have the legs here. So again, we have, I thought, again, that we're going to have 4 of these are going to be fixed or something. But no, it's going to be 2 legs articulated, 2 not. So here are the 2 legs and 2 legs that aren't. They're already fixed. They already got these things molded in and everything like that. And then these parts are the articulated legs, which don't have a lot of range of motion, unfortunately. And then here we have the speeders, the 2 speeders, and then the 2 turrets, at least part of the sections of them and everything like that. We have the front part of the face, which I'm going to cut this part out. This one in particular, I'm going to make it in the Endor version. I got this off eBay, by the way. We have part of the turrets there. I'm missing the other half of this one here. So they're going to be glued like that. Getting into the rest of the contents, though, yeah, these things were already loose when I was cutting them out of the packagings and everything like that. So we have the feet there, just the 3 feet that I mentioned there. We have, again, part of the other, this one was the one that actually just snapped off before. This is part of the articulated legs. Again, we have them here. These parts here are going to be on the inner part of the legs. These aren't articulated though, but this is where the legs will be connected to, and they have this little kind of a rib. Try to make it a little bit less, you know, get a little bit stiff when it's turning and stuff like that, whatever. We have the other base right here. We have part of the turret, which is hollow on the bottom. It's got a little bit of detail, but not too much. I guess these were very bland in the movie. I don't pay much attention to the turrets. So again, here are the 2 ones. We're just missing the top parts. The inner part of the head for the AT-AT. Here's the other half of the turret. We got these parts here, I think, that go on the sides, that they connect in here to keep the thing in place. So it's going to connect like that, where the joint's going to be and all that. We have the butt section here. It's got some pretty good detail. It's missing this side here with that, and then like the other parts, but that's fine too. I can either scratch build that, or it's going to be okay. And last but not least, we get the hook here where you can hang Luke Skywalker. No, I'm kidding. You can't do that. This is actually for this. This is a little tool that's going to go through the neck joint, and I'll demonstrate here. I snagged this kit off eBay. This is the AMT version. So basically how this works to demonstrate there, you're just going to insert like so. Put this through, and then I found out what these little piston-looking pieces are for. I wasn't really sure. You're going to put one of these in here. I guess it's like a demonstration before I permanently make these added. So you're going to just kind of put that through there. And then you're just going to go ahead and there you go. And then you have our articulated joints here. So this is going to be stuck to the inside of the AT-AT to allow for articulation, which actually I should just have demonstrated doing this instead. So yeah, it's gonna go like that, and then it has like a little bar here to allow this to go all the way through. And then this, you're just gonna pull in. If I can just get it to work. Which I did, but anyway, so yeah, it's the demonstration. So anyway, just so you all know, this I was planning on making the Hoth version, so I'm gonna add some snow here and there and whatnot. Some other guy built this already, or kind of partially built it, but I took it apart in some areas to try and fix it up, make it look nice and neat, or as best as I can and everything like that. I've also went ahead and even cut out the opening here so I can make the lens there. I kind of broke this part off though. So I can make this in red. I'm not going to add any of the headlights here. The other one, this one's going to be the Endor version. And I am going to make that. And part of the reason I bought the other one was so I can have two articulated legs. Two more articulated legs or whatever. So I can just find the joints. So this guy already glued this up for me and everything like that. This part's already stuck together, and this is that. Just so you can see the articulation of this kit before. So it's going to be like that and like this. So this, the ankles will not have any swivel action. They won't turn sideways like that or anything like that. This is as far as it bends. So I'm going to modify that so it bends more accurate on the film and everything. This does slide around, so that's pretty neat. But yeah, it might take away the paint too, so that's going to be a problem. But yeah, this thing's supposed to be, if I'm not mistaken, it's supposed to actually like bend that much or something like that. So there's that. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to make these articulated too. There's probably a way I can do that, but I don't really feel like I want to go that far because it might make the thing a little bit, you know, uneven. But yeah. Anyways, moving on from this part here to finish off the kit so I don't take up too much of y'all's time because it's already 11 minutes. Let me get into the instructions first. So yeah, this, always pay attention to this anytime you get a new kit, however old or new. You can already see the assembly of the turret and everything like that. And I guess if you want, you can use my video as a reference in case you lost your manual and you have one of these and you want to finish it or something like that. So here we have all the parts just to put it together. Very simple, straightforward. Explains right here how to go ahead and put in the parts there and stuff like that. On the back side here, we have how to install the turrets and everything. How to put in all these parts there. Finish it off. Glue it all together and everything like that. And then you're done. And you got yourself the AT-AT. And then moving on here, which is kind of neat to see how it was in the old day and everything like that. How they advertised. We have the golden ticket opportunity and everything like that. So just fill out your information down here and whatnot. You can get some points and stuff, tokens as it's called here, for any of these kinds of kits and everything like that. So that's pretty neat to look at. It's kind of neat to see this little time capsule kind of thing. But yeah, I'm excited to build this kit. Can't wait to see how it's going to look for both of them actually. Again, like I said, this one is already glued this here. So it's kind of like more or less what it's going to look. Which part's what. So I'm going to have it where the light's going to be installed there. Just going to have this like so. It's a little off, but that's fine. I'm not trying to make it look pretty right now because it's not, yeah. So it's going to look something like this. Although I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be on the inside. But yeah, the legs are going to be going out there and it's going to be a pretty tall kit more or less. So it's going to look something like that. So it's going to stand, yeah, about roughly 8 inches, a little bit over, I think. Maybe just a little bit over 8 inches. So, like, this is the 8-inch mark right here for me. So, yeah, this is pretty neat. Can't wait to see how that's going to look. I also kind of hate the AMT version, though, because it did come with a snow speeder, but this one's, like, tiny. Really, really tiny. And I'll get into the review when I'm done with this whole kit and everything like that, where you can find it. So this is the MPC and this is the AMTs. This kit is still scaled the same, but for whatever reason they didn't want to use a lot of the plastic, I guess, and then here it is. Still got some of the detail, but it lost a lot of it because this one has more since it's bigger. But oh well, what can you do? Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I'm sorry I made this a little too long than it should have been. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Y'all stay awesome, and let's go for 2021. See how this works. This is Grey Wolf FX, signing out.